Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's another daily gab. So in my area, there are tornado watches, and there's also, now get this, how ironic this is, Hurricane Michael in October coming right at us. So, a lot of people ask me, what do you do? How do you prepare? How do you deal with the stress that goes on with this? I look at the ironicness of this because it's October. Hurricane Michael is coming. Not sure if it's going to be able to really reach, all the way in Virginia, but we do know that it's hit the panhandle of Florida. And I have been doing a lot of that is thunder. Thunder. Da-da-thunder. Well, I've been doing a lot of manifestations and prayers and a lot of sending energy to the people there. And it's come to my attention that, even though I've kind of made some snide remarks to some people, even though it's the people that do have a way to get out of the state or out of the path of the hurricane. Those people that do have a way out, they don't take it because they just want an insurance claim. I am ashamed to say that I know a few people that do that. I have since then dropped contact with them. But it's the people that don't have a means to get out, Those people you send prayers and manifestations to, energy, healing, and shielding and protection. Because those people, they have no way out. If they have no means of getting out and it's not available to them, what are you going to do? Hunker down and pray. Literally, that's all you can really do when you're in that situation. I've been in that situation. Tornado Alley, I kind of lived in for a couple of years out in Oklahoma. I mean, it got to the point where it was second nature to expect a tornado at any given moment. And the safety tactics were something practiced every day to speak to the point where it was their culture and way of life. I kid you not, every home in the area has a tornado shelter. The home that I stayed in at the time had a nice, huge tornado shelter. Now, granted, it could have been upgraded a little bit, but hey, when push comes to shove and you want to save yourself and be alive, that cement box is going to help you. It's going to save your butt. True enough. It's the people here in Virginia that do not know what to do anymore when it comes to tornadoes or hurricanes. A lot of them all they know to do is to go out and buy the bread, eggs, and milk. Gotta get the bread, eggs, and milk. Oh, and bottled water. Bread, eggs, and milk, and bottled water. They gotta get the bread, eggs, and milk, man. I mean, when shit hits the fan, you gotta have your French toast, right? I actually had someone get really mad with me about that. About, you pick on people about, how they do things. Well, don't give me anything to pick on you about. Think. Use your mind. I'm pretty sure in the middle of a tornado warning, you really don't need to go and hit that dadgum sale from TJ Maxx. Or go to Staples and get your dadgum pens. I mean, I'm pretty sure the tornado's not going to wait for you to get your dadgum 4-pack of blue pens. Or buy a composition book. A primary composition book for $2.10. Because, oh, your life is worth $2.10 to risk for. Definitely, without a doubt. I'm sorry, not mine. I kind of like living, breathing, walking, and talking, and, you know, living. I mean, it's just a really fun thing to do, is just get up in the morning and be alive. And be able to do my basic functions, you know? Like, get up and get out of bed without any help. Go to the bathroom, wipe my own butt, eat my own food, be able to cook that food. I mean, you know, living, human stuff. I had to, spit my gum out. Because it's kind of unprofessional being on camera with gum with smacking my gum around. So, I need to break that habit. Originally, I chewed gum the way I do now because when I'm under stress, I used to smoke. And the gum method really did help. Truly, it really did. I mean, if you really want to quit, you know, if you really want to quit, you do what you can to quit. And you just hope for the best. And when you're stressed, I can't very well bite my nails anymore. They're kind of long and they're really hard. So, I chew gum. Plus, it hurts to bite my own nails because they are that hard. And the treatments I used to do when I was a teenager, hard as nails, the clear stuff, it works. It basically fortifies and gives your nails a break so that it can, you know, get like a good start. A good strong start, but sometimes my nails chip a little bit and I have to file it down. So I'm talking about I've had a friend actually ask me, what do you do to get prepared for tornadoes? Because this poor boy lives all the way in Colorado, and they got snow right now. Lucky buttholes. They got snow right now, and the best thing to do to get ready for a tornado, and this comes from many years of practice and back in the days of yore when I was a youngin', tornadoes were a thing. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh, it's a thing of the past. You know, we don't need to practice no safety. You're dead wrong. When a weather advisory is posted, if you don't need to go out, again, if you don't need to, if you don't need to go anywhere, you stay your butt home. That's what you're supposed to do. No, you got these jacktars running around here, shopping, getting clothes, going out to dinner, when they should take the last hours before it gets really bad to calmly, in an orderly fashion, go to wherever they can go to get bottled water or clean some buckets and coolers out and fill them with good old H2O. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. Let me just close this damn thing. There. Also, you're supposed to, calmly in an orderly fashion, buy food that doesn't really go bad. Dry foods like cereal, granola bars, nuts. Sure, bread, maybe lunch meat, maybe some cheese. You know, because everyone likes a classical lunch meat and cheese sandwich. I mean, got your dairy, got your protein, and got your grain or starch, flour, whatever. In a calm, orderly fashion, I would not recommend buying milk or eggs. Because if you lose power, what's going to happen to stuff when it doesn't stay refrigerated? It's going to spoil. Whoever's harebrained idea to get milk when bad weather comes is a dadgum moron. I hate to break it to you. Moron. And if you have farm fresh eggs, that's the only way those eggs are not gonna spoil. Because once they're refrigerated, you gotta keep them refrigerated. You can't just put them in extreme cold and then yank them out and put them in whatever is not cold, you know, room temperature to heat, because it's gonna spoil. Those are the two biggest things I know that can spoil so easily: eggs and dairy. I recommend, hey, go to the camping section and grab you some MREs. Yes, I said MREs. Meals ready to eat. Military rations. The food that is freeze-dried. Space food, also known as space food. The freeze-dried food that you add water and mix it up and put it in this bag and crimp it up and it cooks itself. And it's not so bad. Just stay away from the Chili Mac. I don't know if it's just me, but it gives me a bad case of booty rumbles. We'll call it booty rumbles. You know what I mean. I gotta go to the bathroom. And the worst time to ever get mud butt is when you lose power, and if you have city water, you're fine. You're good. But if you don't have city water and you have a septic tank and well water, you gotta use whatever water you stashed up and pour it in the toilet so that when you do get mud butt, you don't gag everyone to death. I know, because when I was a kid, we'd have these horrible power outages, and it was bad, okay? The longest we've had no power would be about a month. About a month. All December and January almost seemed like there was a point where we had a snowstorm and we had to shack up with my grandmother. Jesus. It was ridiculous. Every bit of it was ridiculous. But the thing is, But the thing is, it's a lot. Whether extreme weathers, anything that can cause a power outage, especially in the whole, almost the entirety of Chesterfield at the time. Poor Dominion Power didn't know where they were coming or going. They couldn't keep up with the volume. And of course they had cranky people just pissing, moaning, and complaining that they didn't have power. Well, did you stop to think everyone else didn't have power? My neighbor has power. Well, maybe it's the end of a line. Because if you fix one line, it doesn't fix the whole entire area. It fixes a, let's see, five at least to maybe 12 houses down. I don't really know how how it works, but I know that, you know, when they would fix our line, 3 or 4 houses down from us would get power. You know? It takes a lot of patience to do what they do, and it's quite dangerous. I just saw someone I'm mad at. Sorry. Heartless asshole. Sorry. But regardless, the best thing to do to prepare is to always have dry foods at hand. I've actually been working on what I call a bug out bag in case I've got to bug out. Some of you people in the military, or some of you people that are into survivalism, understand what bug out means. So it basically means to pick up and get the heck out of wherever you are. A bag that has your bare essentials and your must-haves, which is water or some kind of filtration apparatus where you can take any kind of water that is at least a little bit of safe and strain out the particles, trash, and dirt and stuff. It can take basically muddy water and turn it into clean water to drink. And what I'm trying to save up for is the one that you can use to basically suck up the water and empty the container out with the clean water to put it in a bigger container. And you can just wash it out with clean water and it's good to go. That filter, you can clean out, fix it, and, you know, you take, like, basically cotton or ground up charcoal pads, like fish filtration charcoal pads. I know how to make a filtration system. I just got to have the PVC piping that I need. And here comes the rain. I told you guys, severe weather alert. I am at my day job. I will be fine and safe. I've already scanned the place to know where I need to hunker down. Trouble is, getting everyone to listen. Because for some reason, people have this thing where they just don't listen to me. Yeah. I can't make people listen. I can only just be like, I did tell you this, and yet you, da-da-da-da-da. Well, you figured you did the same thing repeatedly, and there would be a different, aftermath. If you did it 2 or 3 times before, and it was the same thing before, if it was the same, result, then why are you repeating it 5, 6, 7, 20 times? That is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting something different. That is the definition of crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember those. I mean, if you get up and if you need to get around a wall and you keep smacking yourself against it, maybe the wall will fall down if I keep running into it. Maybe, until you freaking give yourself a concussion and your face is all bloodied up, and then you're just like, bruh, why don't you try to climb the wall? Or, not capital idea, try going around the wall. I mean, look over there. There's the end of the wall. Right over there. But the best thing to do to get ready for these things is if you don't have to go out, don't. If you want to go out and buy yourself a pack of pens or a composition notebook, right when there's a tornado watch, again, another capital idea is to wait on it. They're not going anywhere. No one's going to buy up all the damn composition books, all the socks and underwear. No one's going to buy up all the damn pens and paper. Good God, it's raining. Do you really think if you wrote a letter in your last will and testament, it would last in a storm like this? No, paper and ink? Hell no. Reason and knowledge and logic are wonderful things that are so widely wasted. I wish it wasn't. Wish it wasn't. Oh, but always have dry goods at hand. Always have a pack of batteries at hand. Do not store your batteries in the flashlights because they will corrode. I've learned that the hard way. Store your unopened batteries somewhere dry and safe. Store flashlights. And heck, I know this is old-fashioned, but store your radios. Store a radio that can run off of batteries. Or, hey, you can also purchase at your local camping store or website a crank radio that runs off of the electricity of the crank. Even better. Solar-powered items. Try to get whatever you can that is solar-powered. And also a battery backup. Get as many of the battery packs for your cell phones. Those. Get a few of those and keep them charged. Keep them charged. There is a solar-powered charging, cell phone charging apparatus where you can actually put it up against your window and it charges your phone. So if you need to drive anywhere, you're charging your phone too. Also, gasoline. It's a hard one, but you got to store your gasoline in a safe place too. At least enough to fill your tank up enough to get you to somewhere where you can get possibly more. Also, invest in maps and atlases, because if your phone does die and you need to know where you got to go, if you need to get up and go somewhere, you have maps. I mean, if you can read your GPS, I'm pretty sure you can read a map and an atlas. It's not hard. I can do it. And I'm blonde. It's a bad joke. I'm sorry. A lot of people tell me, blondes are still stupid. You're stupid for thinking that. Also, if things get really bad, you need to have a backup plan if you run out of food. Hunting. So it's not a bad idea to have a hunting rifle in your possession, like a .22 even. Or, heck, if you're into big game, get you a .308 and get you a dang elk. or a big old grandfather deer or something. I don't know. There's a lot of research to different terms and ways of survival. If everything's really wet, you need to focus on keeping things Ziploc bagged and waterproofed, which there is all kinds of sprays and liniments and oils and stuff you can do and use to weatherproof your stuff. So, for instance, if you have time to really like prepare, you take plastic bags or Ziploc bags and you store like blankets, towels, socks, underwear, and maybe 2 or 3 extra pairs of jeans and shirts and ponchos and rain jackets, and you basically put them in bags and keep them dry. Shoes. It's not, if it's really bad, if it's flood waters, it's not a bad idea to invest in some galoshes or some waders even. Those things are like the boots with the rubber boots that are attached to overalls. So it's like a rubber overall with boots attached to them. That's the best way I can explain it, because there's some people that don't know what these things are, and I'm just like, where have you come from? Where? What? You don't know what that is? But it's okay to ask. Even though some people make fun of you for not knowing certain things. Hey, I ask dumb questions all the time. I genuinely want to know. So, oh, it stopped raining. That's something. My windshield wipers are crap. So, just because it says tornado warning, hurricane watch, if you know something is coming, prepare for it, but don't go, oh my God, the sky is falling. Don't Muppet freak out all over the place, which means, ah! No, it doesn't help anybody. Just breathe in, hold it, and say, I need to go, blah, blah, blah. Get yourself there safely, calmly. Keep your eyes open. Look at all your mirrors. And be safe, because you're not the only Jack Tar running around this place amok. There's plenty of other people that are trying to get their kids safe to safety. They're trying to hunker down. There's plenty of other people that exist around you. So for all our sakes, please be safe. I don't want to hear another accident report saying so-and-so sped on I-95 because they needed to get their bread, eggs, and milk. 4 fatalities. Really? Why? Over your bread, eggs, and milk. You killed 4 people with your car for $10 worth of merchandise, just about. Right. You killed people for a Walmart run. Capital idea. I say, good sir. That's smart. No, it's not. It's dumb as I don't know what. People need to wisen up and realize they're not the only ones in this world. Sad to say. If I was the only person in this world, I tell you, so much crap would be different. If I was in charge of all this. What? If I was in charge of all this, I would make it a criminal offense of being needlessly hateful. Or make it a misdemeanor if people were able to help but choose not to and don't have a very valid reason to back it up why they say no. Yeah. I would probably be considered lawfully chaotic good. Like Harley Quinn. I don't know. I'm just throwing that name out there because I kind of admire her free spirit. That I don't take crap off nobody but Mr. J. No, my Mr. J, I don't take crap from him either. You should ask him. He gives me a pissy attitude. I'm like, miss me with that shit. You better walk up out this room and check that attitude. Well, what about your attitude? I apologize later. Let me get up out of my feelings and I'll apologize in due time. But with that attitude of yours, no. No. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And, you know, married life, it's not easy, but it's worth it. I love the man like fire and gasoline. I don't know. I love the man like, I don't know what, but I would die for him. I would. I would willingly lay my life down if I could change it. If there was a choice between him and me dying, I would lay my life down for him. I would willingly take a bullet for him. And if he needed a heart transplant, and that was his only means of living, I would give it. I would. Oh, but are you guys compatible blood types? Yeah. We are. Which is a lucky thing for both of us. Actually, no, it's a lucky thing for him. I can't take anything he donates to me. But he can take anything I donate to him. I'm a universal donor. I'll just leave it at that. So I would have to have my blood type if anyone were to donate anything. Otherwise, my body would reject it. The only thing that's ever been donated to me is maybe some blood, because I lost a lot of blood, like, to an incident a very long time ago. But survival, when it comes to bad weather, you gotta keep your wits about you, and you gotta think, you know, you gotta think clearly. So losing your mind because, oh my God, there's rain. Yeah, it's rain. I happen to think rain is beautiful. Destructive, but beautiful. A lot of things you can learn from rain. A little bit, just fine. A whole lot of it. Well, rain is a good lesson in numbers and temperance. One raindrop, harmless. A little bit of rain, beneficial. A whole lot of rain can make things flood. Can ruin things, make things flood, make it so hard for people to get anywhere. So, hey, learn from it. So I will leave on that. If you want any more advice on survival tactics and preparing for natural disasters, I have studied on that quite extensively because I like to be able to know the possibilities and to know what to do and how to go about preparing. So, I will let you know if the tornado comes after me today. Love and light to you all, and I wish we all have a really good day today, and I wish we all have a really good day today, and I wish we all have a really good day today.